Ladies and gentlemen, the call of Lophis. I have no idea. It's never pronounced in-game. This is a free-to-play card game roguelike. There's no progression per se. You don't level up. You don't upgrade your base or increase your character stats after each run. The only thing you unlock is additional cards to play with. There's no additional difficulties either. The game yesterday received a massive update. Completely overhauled the artwork. This game originally released sometime in January, and March 6th, a huge update came out, revamped the artwork, the story, the events, the cards, the language text, the story. It's like a whole new game. So yeah, I wanted to record a video on this and show you what it's all about. It is free to play. However, there is a 99-cent version, a pro version, which gives you some in-game currency. The monetization of this game I have issues with. You can buy additional packs of cards to open and bring those cards into battle with you. The cards that you pay for are more rare. Not necessarily better, but typically you bring a legendary card, you're going to have an easier time. It's not always set in stone, but I don't like paying for better cards to have a better run. Additionally, if you die, you have a chance to use a revive scroll, which you can pay for to keep your run going. And the addition of a revive scroll makes me feel like, okay, well, if there's a way to revive my character and keep the run going, is the game not balanced around one run? Am I supposed to pay for these scrolls to keep the game going? You can decide on that. You don't continue fighting where you left off. You kind of restart that encounter. So it's not as if, hey, you managed to take the boss down 50% of the way, pay us 99 cents and then keep the run going. You kind of start that fight over. However, you do get a little blessing to bring in there. But with that being said, I think the gameplay is good, even if I don't agree with the monetization of it. 6 characters. In the free version, this character is 99 cents. In the 99-cent version, you unlock him through the in-game currency, or you can spend $2 and get it immediately. All the souls I have here are from just playing the game. This character is 200 points. The final one is $5. Each character has their own stats, their own unique skills, their own cards, their own storyline, their own intro cinema, and their own final boss. We'll just take the default character, the swordsman. This character gets a additional stab card every time I attack 3 times in a turn. And he also heals a little bit. If I'm at full health, I'll gain some additional armor. So you're kind of incentivized to attack early and often with this character. Some basic stabs. This card deals 5 damage. If it kills the target, it refunds the energy, and I gain a copy of it. This one deals more damage the more cards I played in the turn, deals damage, and draws a card. So on the right here, at the bottom, there's a $14.99 in-app purchase you can purchase to unlock these 3 packs in perpetuity. Otherwise, you have to spend your soul stones every single run, and they're quite expensive. And again, I don't agree with this. I don't like paying for better cards, as it makes me feel like the game isn't balanced around just the free cards, if that makes sense. But each pack is guaranteed to have a card of that rarity. So at least 1 blue, at least 1 purple, and at least 1 orange, or legendary. Now let's see what 3 cards we want to bring in here. What is this? Whenever you gain armor, a random enemy takes 2 damage, lasts for 3 turns. Deal 10 damage and attack 3 weakness. Reduce the damage of attack cards you use. I mean, 1 energy for 10 damage by itself is pretty godlike. Let's take that. 6 damage, attacks 1 bleed. It will not break sneak. I never sneak. Rock Knight. Everyone takes is +3. Let's take you. I like taking cards like this because I just attack so much more in a turn than the enemies do, so I get much more value out of that. And let's take you for a AoE card. 1 damage to everybody, 50% chance to attach injured. Now, if you can't already tell from this, raise the damage target take. This game is not written by native English speakers, so my name is Sword. That's not capitalized. Period, space, I was raised by my sword master. The sentences don't flow that smoothly, but it got a lot better from the new update, and it was a massive update, which leads me to believe they're continuing to work on this, so I wanted to support it. You move from left to right on this grid. The goal is to hit the white light at the end, and you follow these blood paths. So let's fight these 4 aphids. Okay. Well, since this card deals 5 damage and I get it back, let's just kill everybody. Easy enough. Gain our gold, gain our XP. Let's fight more enemies. Now, the game is pretty easy at the start. However, once you get to the bosses, that's when things go up in flames. I don't believe this game is very well balanced. I don't think I need another wind blade. I'm gonna gain the health. I don't believe this game is very well balanced. I don't need to restore any health. In that you can completely trounce over every fight up to the boss and get completely wrecked because the boss has a certain build that you weren't expecting, or needs AoE damage, which you don't have, or heals more than you can output. There are events that let you see what the boss of the level is, which kind of help you sculpt the deck and get a little bit more insight on it. But it's kind of a crapshoot. Additionally, at the second level, there's a enemy called the Mirror Man, which is you, which uses your deck, your blessings, your health total, but he doesn't have an energy requirement. So it's a good time to actually talk through the UI before I keep skimming through this. Top left, we have our turn counter. Once you hit 6 turns, at the end of every turn thereafter, everyone is going to deal an additional 1 damage. My discard pile in the top right, if I end the turn, I'll gain 1 energy, and I have 0 cards in my discard pile. 5 cards left in my deck. My 3 cards here, you kind of drag and drop them. On my character, I'll draw 3 cards a turn. I have a 3-card hand limit. I regenerate 1 energy, and then the current powers that I have right there. But as you can see, you rely on energy. The Mirror Man does not, which is completely broken, as you can have a 7-cost card that you need to save up multiple turns for, that he can just play in addition to every other card in his hand, which thoroughly breaks that encounter. I would recommend you skip it every single time, unless you just want to risk it and roll the dice. Prevent the next first damage. All rolls take 10 damage. I don't need any of you. Gain 1 healing for every 2 cards you played. That's just very slow. 7 damage, attach 1 weakness. That's pretty good, but let's leave it. Reduces the damage they deal. Let's take you. And it's a Statue of War, the magic of remaining still blessing us. This is a buff for the next round, so I'll wait until I make it to the boss before revisiting this. If you revisit a location in the kind of blood fog here, you'll take damage. And not necessarily every time you visit a location, but every 3rd time you visit a location does that move up. This guy has a 50% chance to dodge, which sucks against me because I need to actually connect in order to to proc on my ability. So I hit him 5 times. Well, I swung 5 times. I hit once. 50% chance, baby. There we go. Love to see it. What are our weaknesses? Keeping us safe. And... oh, he recasts his dodge, and we're missing again. Alright. This is not going too good. I'm assuming we'll kill him eventually, but... we just could not connect on anything. Not yet. Let's go explore this cave, get some gold, fight these goblins. Let's use our AoE. Since it deals 1 damage to everything, it procs my ability 4 times, which is pretty swell. Let's hit you. We'll use this and get it back. Use this and get it back. Use this and get it back. Works out nicely. Now the layout is going to be different every run. The events are going to be different every run. The cards that you'll have access to, of course, are going to be different every run. You unlock new cards when you beat the boss or when you die. So at the end of every run, you'll always have some new cards to play around with. Those cards have certain challenges. Hey, you need to beat the level 3 boss before you have a chance to unlock this. A level 2 Windblade is kind of nice. Let's take you. Defeat the final boss to have a chance to unlock this. There's also events where if you watch an ad, you'll get a bonus. In this case, I'll restore some health. I'm going to watch this as I need the health, and then I'll just cut the ad. And we're back. Let's see, restore 30 health. The Card Master, Geralt of Rivia, stands at the door, selling his cards. Heal 4 health, gain an energy. Let's do that so we have some way to restore ourselves. These are an additional set of buffs you can take into the first fight. Let's take the +2 damage. Another ad. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. Let's go visit this statue. Let's take +1 damage in the next combat. I'm not gonna go through the whole game. I'm gonna fight this boss, hopefully win, and then I'll surrender and show you what the end of the run looks like. Each run can take about an hour to go through, so it is quite lengthy. 4 weakness. What does this actually do? Damage -4? And then presumably damage -3, damage -2 every time he attacks. Okay. This guy likes to poison you and regenerate some health. But with Rock Knight giving us +3 damage, we should completely burst this guy down. Just add our injury to get an additional damage. Dead. Oh yeah, and you have to kill him twice in a turn, otherwise he just revives the first lethal damage he takes. Not too bad with those good buffs. Let's upgrade, doesn't matter. Let's upgrade you. Why not? We'll take you. And let us... I gotta get in a fight before I can surrender. Let me remove a card. Let's remove these generic stabs. Here we go. Vampire Elvis. So I'm gonna hit surrender here. Yep. Farewell, buddy. Revive scrolls. Each scroll is 20 souls. And again, you spend $1 on 60 of them. When you revive with these, you'll pick the bonus that you want. Some of them are weird in that you start before that fight. So the blessing over here on the left where you restore all your health, okay, you'll start before the fight happens, so you'll have full health anyway because it's reviving you from being dead. Start combat with extra 6 energy, start combat with 2 Hand of God, all the damage you take -1. These are pretty good bonuses, which could give you the edge in taking out a boss or continuing the run. So again, your mileage may vary on that, how you feel about the monetization. I mean, the stats that I have, you generate souls just even if you lose, and the new cards that you have unlocked. Each run you're going to get new stuff. And let me see if I can show you the card list here. Here's the stuff I have unlocked. Additionally, there's kind of challenges that you need to hit. I will never unlock this card unless I complete Chapter 3 or I pay for it, and then you have a chance for it to show up in the run. I never really felt the need to pay for these. I want to save the souls to unlock new characters, and you kind of randomly come across these cards or don't come across them anyway. So even if I unlocked Reaper Scythe, there's no guarantee that I'm actually going to draw it in my next run. The monetization of this, again, in conclusion, I'm not a big fan of. I don't really like paying for better cards. I don't really like paying for revive scrolls, as it makes me think the game isn't balanced. But the core gameplay I find very strong. Now, the bosses and a Mirror Man, which you'll fight in level 2, has no energy requirement. Those are totally up in the air. You can trounce through the entirety of the level, get to a boss, and then get completely wrecked because they heal more than you can deal damage, or your deck is focused on single target stuff and it's an AoE encounter. The boss punishes you for attacking them multiple times in a turn. Like, there's random events that can give you a glimpse of who the boss is going to be, but it's not a consistent one. So you won't get it every level, meaning. But yeah, there's a free version. There's a 99-cent version if you want to support them and gain a little bit of in-game currency. The Call of Lophis. Thank you much for watching. I'll catch you on the next guy. Bye.